Okay, we are live now. Hello, hello. It is February 10th, and we are finally going live. I'm double checking now if to see if we are live. Um, you did not have to know the day I have today. All right. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we are here where we are here. View channel. Okay. Oh, it says here, live. Okay. And I'm even seeing the chat here. Awesome. This is my first time going live on YouTube in a while. Um, this is my first time going live on YouTube in a while. Okay. Okay. Very good. Okay. So, okay, I am actually going to go over questions that we get. All right. And so we get a lot of questions. It's been a while since I've gone live on YouTube. When I had one of those days I was supposed to be home like 3 hours ago, and I literally just got home 10 minutes ago. Was treating a patient with ED actually. Um, he had he 64 and had ED after prostate surgery that was done in July of 2023, and um, was everything was functioning well prior to that, and now is not. And he, what he said to me was that when he heard me on YouTube saying that there is hope and that do not give up, because he felt like his life was over at 64. He had the prostate surgery, and then um he had the let me see if I can see myself going live here. He had the prostate surgery, and just really felt frustrated and depressed that nothing's working, um, and that he wasn't really told explicitly what to expect after the surgery, and felt. I mean, he'd been married for 35 years, and um, his wife is vibrant, and he wants to get his sex life back, but nothing's been working for about a year and a half, and was encouraged by my message that guys, you know if your penis not working because it's only dormant, right? It's only dormant. You got to waken it up, and um you got to awaken it up, and you got to um do the work. You got to do the work. Yeah, when you come and see me in the office, it's the booster. It gets you boosting at the treatment with your own stem cells, like from your platelets in your blood, and injecting the Botox into the penis, and injecting, and then doing shockwave, focused shockwave therapy. And then now we have the electromagnetic chair. Um, and then along with the penis pump and the nitrous oxide to increase blood flow, and the libido plus to increase testosterone, and then hormone replacement therapy. It's everything that you need to kind of get going. Your penis is only dormant. Think of ED as like, the penis is a little um, shock per se, little PTSD, and you just need to revive it. And you need to, how do you revive it? You revive it by looking at what you're eating, just your diet, what's your exercise level, what's your sleep, and what's your stress level. Are you smoking? Are you doing too much porn? Are you masturbating too much? There's such a thing as masturbating too much as well too. So remember, ED is just that your penis is it's just in PTSD. It's a little bit traumatized, maybe dormant, but it's there. It need to be reawakened. All right. It needs to be reawakened. It needs to exercise. That's what the penis pump before. It needs to be revived, and you can do it. It all starts with you. It really is all start with you and um, jump starting your penis. Like the patient I saw today, he started having atrophy of his penis. Hasn't had an erection since like July of 2023. He resorted to using um, Viagra, Cialis, and even Trimix. Nothing really worked. And so, he thought that his life was over, and that's why he decided to come see me because he felt that I give him hope. And I am speaking the truth, guys. If you have ED, your penis is not gone. It's not gone. It won't come back. It's just dormant. Need to reawaken it. Okay, you got to do the work. You got to do the work. I can only show you the path, but you got to do the work in restoring it. Okay. Oftentimes, hard work will pay off. I would say hard. I would say more realistic work will pay off for now. Okay. So I'm gonna go over some questions. I just wanted to tell you that I just literally got home, roll in and got home, and I'm here for you. I'm here live. I said I was gonna be live. I am here, and I'm taking your questions. So you can type in your question. Um, Down there. And then I will also take some questions, go over some questions that we have on our channel as well, too. So I'm much appreciative of you guys engaging and subscribing and getting notification from our channel. Um, I'm grateful. My mission is to really empower you to know that you can have sexual activity until the day you die. You just gotta work on it. All right. You gotta take care of your penis like you take care of your teeth. If you treat your penis like your teeth, then you'll be in good shape, right? All right. So that's what I'm here for. All right, because you don't know what you don't know, and oftentimes doctors won't discuss it with you because they're not trained that way as well too. So I'm here to educate and to spread the good message that ED is just a dormant penis. It can be reawakened. So let's see what the first question here is. Okay. First question is from John G. Hi, John. Um, what's better, the penis pump or shockwave? That's a good question. That's a very good question. It really depends on the severity of your ED. Okay, the severity of your ED. All right. And what I mean by severity, how severe is your ED? There is a test called the IIEF or International Dysfunction Scale, IIEF. And if I think you watched one of my episodes, I talk about measuring your ED, the severity of your ED. It asks you 5 questions and you answer it. And the answer is weighted from 1 to 5, and you tally up the scores after 5. I'll see if I can pull it up as well. It's called the IIEF. So just Google it, IIEF, and it's 5 questions and you answer. So from 22 to 25, that means you have no ED. From 21 to 15 is moderate ED, and then 14 below is more severe ED. So you do those questions, and you can kind of literally, it's called an ED assessment. I believe it's on my website too, the ED assessment. Let me see if I can pull it up and put it in the comment here. Next time I'm going to do this, I'm going to get my staff to help me with this, but it's at my website. Um, if you go under the ED assessment, okay, let's see. Okay, it's called the ED assessment test. And once you do that, you can really tell the difference whether um, you are severe, mild, or moderate. Um, okay, so I'll pull it up. And so go to my website, trungrehab.com, and take that assessment. All right. Let me type in my website here. And let's see if I can pull that up. I know we have it here. I've got to find it. Oh, here it is. Where is it? There we go. ED assessment. There it is. I see it. I see it. I see it. Okay. Um, it is on this page right here. Male sexual health. All right. All right. So take the assessment. Okay. Okay, John. So take the assessment. And if you are mild or a little bit of moderate, then you can probably do okay with just doing the penis pump. Um, doing the penis pump first, and then work on your diet. Try to get on the Mediterranean diet. Most men are eat processed food. What I mean by processed food is, you know, French fries, pastries, dessert, and donuts, and processed food. Don't eat anything that's in a bag or a box. Okay, eat what Earth give you. That's what a Mediterranean diet is. And so if you have mild to maybe a little bit moderate, then you can do the penis pump and the diet changes. And for shockwave's not cheap. Shockwave costs about $500 per treatment. Now we do shockwave in the office too, but shockwaves is more for moderate to severe, right? And shockwave alone may not help for the severe ED. It may be appropriate for more of the moderate ED. But if you do anything, any type of modality, whether it's shockwave or anything else, you got to institute the diet, the exercise, the sleep, and the stress reduction. You don't add those four together, the treatment not going to be as effective. You can't just go get the treatment and then do not change your what you eat or don't exercise. Okay, I saw a patient today in the office. I tell you, he's like 5'10", 220 pounds, and um, it's not like he's overweight, but he's a diabetic, has high blood pressure, high cholesterol. Um, and so not a good situation. But if you have to do one thing, change your diet, eat a Mediterranean diet. I've been telling you about a Mediterranean diet. Check out my YouTube channel. There's a link on the getting the Mediterranean diet. Download that, guys. It's delicious. It's simple. Just eating fruits and vegetables. Eat what the earth grow for you, essentially. More lean meat like chicken, fish, pork, and less of the red meat. Maybe red meat once a week or so. Maybe twice a week. Stop the sodas. Sodas will kill you. Stop the smoking. Stop the porn. Stop the vaping as well too. Um, and I think you're on your way to better sexual health. Okay. So that's kind of a long answer because I've been doing this for a long time. So we did shockwave on the patient today, and that's the focus shockwave. And as you know, you watch my videos, guys. You watch my videos I put on the channel. I talk about focus shockwave. I talk about radio shockwave and the difference between the two. If you hear me talk about it for the first time, you want to find out more about it, then you need to listen to my radio, watch my not my listen to my video, listen to my video when I talk about the difference between focus shockwave and radio shockwave. For ED, get focus shockwave. Right, radio shockwave, which is a gain wave. Right? There's no research to show that it's effective for ED. There are tons of research to show that focused shockwave is helpful for ED. Okay, so what's the difference between the two? The focus, the one there is a video me demonstrating it for you as well. It looks like a little laser and make the noise like this, ting, 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 ting. And the radio shockwave sounds like a jackhammer. It go bum, 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 like that, right? So the radio shockwave, what it does is that because of the bullet that goes back and forth in a chamber, that's what causes like kind of like trauma onto the penis, and because of trauma to the penis, it stimulate a healing response in the penis. Versus the focus shockwave, it uses sound wave energy to deliver the energy, but it goes to the cells of the penis muscle and it stimulate regeneration, stimulate more blood flow. So it's a lot more intensity of treatment, better responsiveness on a cellular level, um, and it improves more blood flow, right? So if you're gonna spend the money, you gotta spend the money on focused shockwave. In my office, I do focused shockwave along with the stem cell with the platelet-rich plasma, along with the Botox, and the electromagnetic chair. So we do a combination of stuff. We don't just do the one thing like shockwave alone. We do a combination, which I feel is a lot better. It's almost like adding, wood, kerosene, and fire, and some charcoal to it. It just make things work faster and quicker. But you only come and see me if you have severe cases that you need a booster for. But I truly believe, man, if you take care of your penis when you first have ED, instead of popping that little blue pill, start looking at your diet and your exercise level. What are you eating? Are you exercising? Look at your weight. Are you sleeping? Are you smoking? I So you look at those factors first, and change those factors. You may not need the treatment I'm doing. All right. Um, wow, there's a lot of questions. Thank you for being here. My goodness. I see a bunch of questions here, and I'm just, you not know the day I had. I'm here for you, but I literally just roll in about 20 minutes. So I hope, John, I answered your question probably more detailed than you'd like to know. But essentially, I want you to do the IIEF test to find out whether you have mild, moderate, or severe um, ED, and then do work with changing your diet to Mediterranean diet, uh, exercise, and what I mean is just do walking 30 minutes 4 times a week, and sleep 7 hours at night, and stop the smoking, the vaping, the porn, and how much masturbation should you do? You know what? I've been asked that question. You can probably masturbate every other day, but the more frequent you masturbate, the more pressure you put on your penis, and the more pressure you put on your penis, sometimes it can cause a little penis trauma. All right, as well. And interestingly, when you masturbate too much, the hormone that gets released in your brain gets a little messed up because it has the feedback from the penis that there is something going on, and then the hormone in your brain start releasing more than it should. I see that in a couple of patients um that I had a patient that masturbate 3 times a day um for a while. So I don't know what the mechanism of that is, but I do see that the hormones become imbalanced. Okay, next question. I still get hard. This is from Sea Loss. All right. Well, John, let me know if I answered your question. If I answered your question, that you can understand. And John said, I want to purchase a penis pump, but I don't know which one to get. All right. So, John, go in my go to ED No More, ednomore.com is the store, and get the manual penis pump that I have on there. All right, it's called ED No More. Is the store that I have and the penis pump that I recommend. Um, I now recommend the Kaplan penis pump, which is a manual pump, and they're now going to come out with an electric pump as well. That's going to be fabulous. The reason why I like that pump is because you can change the cylinder as you get bigger. You know that doing penis pump, you can actually make your penis bigger. Absolutely, you can make your penis bigger by um, an inch in girth and an inch in length. But the thing is, you have to kind of pump at least kind of like every day or every other day. But then if you stop doing the pump, you will go back to your original size. All right, so John, so get the penis pump. Get the pump that I recommend at ednomore.com. All right. Very good. Let me have to see another question. C Law says, I still get hard, but I don't feel the libido. Wow. Yeah. That libido really come from here, right? Your erection starts in your brain, not in your penis. Erection start here. This is where erection starts. Okay, all in here. If it doesn't go through here, nothing can go below the belt. Okay, so what is libido? Libido is interested in sex, right? Being aroused, being in the mood, right? And so several things can affect your libido. Say you're stressed, you don't sleep well that night. Maybe you have low testosterone. Maybe you're anxious. Maybe you're depressed. Maybe you're stressed out with your partner, right? Maybe you're smoking. So there are things that distract us mentally, but there are things that we do that will actually lower our libido, like smoking, not sleeping well, stress, right? So there's factors that affect our libido mood. And most of the time it's also low testosterone as well too. So C Loss says I still get hard, so that's good. But you probably have morning wood as well. You still get hard, but the libido it's not there because of maybe other factors that I just mentioned. And one thing I want to also point out, when you take Viagra or Cialis, it doesn't help with the libido. It doesn't help you get aroused at all. It just kind of releases the nitrous oxide and it helps with getting more blood flow down to your penis. But you know what? Nitrous oxide supplements that you can get at my store at ED No More does the same way. Nitrous oxide supplement and the penis pump works the same as a Viagra. All right. So, if unless your libido is there, or you're in the mood, or you start your erection response here, nothing can go below the belt. Okay, see, loss. So, how do you increase your libido? How do you increase your libido? You use the five senses that that you have. Which one of the five senses? Visual, what you see, like what you see, like when you were younger and you see a beautiful woman walk by or somebody attractive walk by, you get aroused, right? And then all of a sudden you have an erection, right? That's visual, right? And then smell, what you smell. Some smell make you more relaxed. Some smell make you be in the mood more, right? And then next to taste, what taste make you relax, make you feel turn on. Everybody have different tastes. And then next is sound. What sound, what music that you listen to that put you in the mood, that relaxes you, that de-stress you. And then the last thing is touch, right? Like touching. That's why doing foreplay, using the touch, using visual, using smell, and then your mouth for the taste and everything else. Turning on music that you like that put you in the mood. You're tapping into all your five senses all your five senses would then stimulate this response in the brain, right? and that response in the brain going to help release hormone in the brain, which then trickle down to the nerve, which then go to the heart, which then go to the blood vessel, and boom, more blood flow to the penis. Okay, so um, the one thing that I wanted to mention is that um, the part of the brain that is responsible for sex is in the deep part of our brain. So if you go deep and straight in the middle, your ears right here, there's an intersection between the 2 points right here in the deep part of your brain, right in the middle. That part of the brain, we share that with salamanders. Salamander is one of the oldest primate. Why am I talking about that? Because that what I'm trying to say is that that's an oldest part of our brain, very primal part, oldest part of our brain. And because sexual activity is the necessity to live, necessity. Food, drink, and sexual activity and water, right? Food and water and sexual it's a necessity as human. That's why it's located all the way in the deepest part of the brain to protect it. But it's also the oldest part of the brain, and therefore we share this with salamanders. So oftentimes the instinct for sex is almost primal because as human being we are being it's a sexual activity is necessity because it promote the continuation of the human line, right? It promote you to continue your DNA, your offspring. So it's really a way for us to survival. Sex is a way for us to survive of your gene, of your DNA. Okay, the survival method of humankind. So just know that the sexual response is what everybody has. But as we get older, this part of our brain right here is called a prefrontal cortex. This is more of the newer part of the brain, but this is the logical part of the brain that says send messages to that primal part of the brain. Says, hey, control your urges, not appropriate. Think about it right now. That's the logical brain, right? Like you got work to do. You it's the logical brain that talk lot that will kind of talk you out of things. It's the part of the brain here that doesn't like change at all. Okay, that will talk you out of things. And so as we get older, we learn, oh, you shouldn't go out in public without clothes, and this is the way you should behave. So we get conformed to a certain type of behavior. Okay, but um, the part of the brain that I find fascinating is that there's a deep part of the brain that almost instinctive, really is instinctive, and sex or sexual relation is one of the necessity of human nature. Okay, I hope I answered that question for you, Silas. Um, and John says, where do you have your office? I have the focus shockwave in my office. Okay. And then Point Tran says, how many times can I do the penis pump a day? You can actually do the penis pump twice a day, but you can do it consecutively. So my patient asked me this today. So the penis pump, you have either the electrical manual, you pump it up to about 90%. Don't pump it all the way, guys. You don't want to pump it up to 100%. You pump it up to 100%. Some men, they said they feel pain. All right, because when you use the pump to create a negative pressure. It's like a suction. It's like a vacuum. It suction your penis. And when it's suction, there's venous blood and there's also artery blood coming in that fill the penis. If some men, if you pump it up to 100% of your erection, it may feel uncomfortable, it may feel pressure. you're not going to harm it any actually if you do bring it up to 100 other than discomfort. So that's why I said bring it up to maybe 90%, and then leave it erect in the chamber. I hope I have. Okay, here's my well, all right, so here you leave it erect in the chamber. Right, I don't have my penis here because I brought it to the office. uh, so I don't have it here. So you would put your penis in here and have it pumped up to 90%, and then you let it stay in there. Let it stay in there, okay, for 10 minutes, and then you deflate or you take out the suction, release the suction, and take it out. All right, you take it out, and then you can and then the erection will go down. You wait for 10 minutes, and then you pump it up again for another 10 minutes. All right, you pump it up, leave it stay in there for another 10 minutes, and then deflate. Then you're done. So that's considered chew time. That's considered chew time. That's it. You're done. Now you can do, you can do it separately as well if you want to. You can pump it up for 10 minutes in the morning, and then do it again at night if you want to, if you have time. But I call it 10, 10, 10. 10 minute erect, 10-minute rest, 10-minute erect. Okay. Um, and how much can you over pump your penis? Yes, you can. Yeah. And how much is too much? Probably, you shouldn't pump your penis more than 5 times a day. That's too much. Sometimes when you pump the penis too much, the muscle gets fatigued. So under five is pretty good. I wouldn't go more than three. Right. When you pump it too much, your penis muscle gets fatigued, and when it gets fatigued, it's like overloaded. It's like, I'm overloaded. I can't do it. And you actually will induce more ED. So I'm a big proponent of using penis pump. I think every man, whether you have ED or not, every man that over 25 should have a penis pump, whether you have ED or not, because it optimizes if you don't have ED, and if you have ED, it brings in more blood flow. You're exercising your penis, right? The penis pump prevent a muscle atrophy or shrinkage of the penis. It prevents scar tissue development, right? It brings in more blood flow, brings in more oxygen to the penis, expand the muscle as well. So you're bringing blood flow to the muscle. So if you don't have sexual activity every day, then you should use the penis pump. So that way you're bringing blood flow in there. You don't use it, you're gonna lose it. What I mean to say is that you don't use it, your muscle gonna atrophy, or the penis gonna atrophy. It's gonna be smaller, and then the next time you try to have an erection, what happens? It's gonna be stiffer. The muscle is gonna be stiff, and the veins are not expanded. So what happens next time you have an erection? It may not be a full erection, maybe a partial erection, right? So every man honestly over 25 should use a penis pump to optimize and to maintain, to keep it healthy. I want to take this out of the Austin Power dirtiness or the stigma of being dirty to more of an exerciser, right? So the pump that I'm recommending is the Kaplan pump, well, as the Toma pump, but it's an exerciser for you. Think of it like your bicep curl, right? You do the dumbbells to exercise your bicep. Well, the penis pump is your dumbbell, okay? And great if you are having intercourse every day, maybe you don't need a penis pump, but the penis pump can help you get larger, all right, in girth and in length. All right, so maybe you should use the penis pump as well, too. So oftentimes when I see men with ED and they don't use the penis pump, their penis actually shrinks. And know this: when you are low in testosterone, low level in testosterone, your penis will also shrink as well too, because the penis and muscle have testosterone receptor. Think of the receptor as the hold the key, and the testosterone the key. It's like, the testosterone is the key to the penis, and it help with the erection as well. So when you're low in testosterone, and the penis muscle, the corpus cavernosum, going to be atrophied because not having enough testosterone. Okay, now I want to to reiterate that low testosterone alone is not responsible for ED. Right? So that means if you have ED, doesn't mean that you fix testosterone, everything can be fine. It will help to raise your testosterone, but you also need to work on your diet, your exercise, sleep, and your stress, and with the other factors that I mentioned as well. Okay. All right. So I hope I answered your question. And then the next one is, let me tell you, what's your opinion on hyaluronic acid injection uh, uh, filler? Um, my opinion on it is that it does make the help with the penis getting larger. It is safe, but it is very transient. It probably lasts between 6 months to 9 months, and then you have to get repeated injections again, and you have to go to somebody who's very skilled. Now I do that too. I also do penile enlargement, but you have to have someone that's very skilled at doing the hyaluronic injection filler, because if you're not very skilled and they could inject it in the muscle where you're not supposed to, or you inject it in the skin you're not supposed to. You're supposed to inject it just right on top of the fascia, right on top of the uh, um, um, tunica albuginea, like that. Right. So if you're not a skilled injector, you can go through the muscle, or you can go on, or you can not going to go deep enough. So you got to have somebody that got it done a lot, and for a long time. But it's so transient that it's almost sometimes you need to kind of reevaluate. Okay. Oftentimes, I mean, people, if you want to do it because want a bigger penis, then do the pump. All right, do the penis pump. It'll last longer. It'll probably cost you a lot more. Cost you a lot less more money as well too. Okay. All right. So now the one this aspect of size. Okay, guys. The average penis size is only lengthwise erect. An erect penis size average is 5 inch and 1/4, and then girth around here, the circumference, the girth, and erect penis is 4 3/4 inch in girth. Average. That's it. All right. Average. What does the size? There's a study that asked women what size would women prefer? What penis size does women prefer? Same size, about 5 inches. And so it's uncomfortable. Is it too long for women? And the girth that women prefer is the same, between 4 3/4 to 5 5.5, 5 to 5.5, about the same as the average, right? Because for a woman, if it's too long, it hits her cervix. It hits her cervix, it's painful. And the girth, women are more stimulated when by the girth, because all the nerve that is in the vagina, it's on between the within like a couple inches from the entrance of the vagina. All right, so just within a couple of inches, so it's not that far in to stimulate the vagina. But know that 90% of women get orgasm from clitoral stimulation, not vaginal stimulation. All right. So you want to satisfy the woman, concentrate in the clitoris, not so much the vaginal stimulation, but the vaginal stimulation does help with the whole entire experience and orgasm as well. So, men get the hyaluronic acid filler because they want to be bigger, but just know if you're around 5 5.5, average. Women, there's a study that asked 5,000 women what size would they prefer, and they prefer around five and a half for lengthwise, and girth wise, it's about 4.5 to five as well too. Is that interesting? I thought that was very interesting. And they also asked what vibrator size would women buy the most. Guess what? Same size. Same size as well. So what you see in porn is not what real life is, okay? It is definitely not what real life. So I hope I answer your question there. Or is it Waya? Waya. Okay. Where are you from, Waya? Type in there. I hope I can see your comment. Oh my God, we have so much question. Oh, Waya said, thank you for answering my question. Very and very good. Where tell me where you're from, Waya. Okay. Okay. Sea loss, yes. Yes, I eat all that. No stranger to danger. Asked me what motivated you to start your channel. No stranger to danger. That's a unique name there. Um, what started motivated me to start my channel? Because I feel that men that are being lied to, and I think there's time to be masculine again, guys. I think you guys been demasculated for the past few years. I have a husband who is a confident man and a caring man, a sensitive man. But he had heart issues, and that heart issue actually affected his sexual function. So that's what kind of got me into um, working with helping men regain their sexual function again, because of what's happened with my husband, and I didn't want him to take ED medication, so I kind of dive into what other natural methods can that will help with sexual function, and therefore that's how I kind of got into uh, um, the sexual health. And then the more I could dive into it, the more I realized, man, you guys are being lied to. You guys are not being told the truth. The truth is actually very simple. The truth about how you can maintain your sexual function until the day you die. You know what that is? You know what the truth is? It's not the little blue pill, because the little blue pill is going to make you worse, right? You might as well just give away your erection if you take Viagra, right? Very basic stuff. And they don't want you to know that because no one can make money, right? How can you reverse or maintain your sexual function? Diet. Be on the Mediterranean diet. Go to my channel, find there's a link on the Mediterranean diet, right? Exercise. Just really, guys, just that's like even just walking up and down the stairs or walking about 30 minutes 4 times a week. That's all you need. Or even go to the gym. Sleep 7 hours at night. Stop the porn. Stop smoking. Stop vaping. Right? And then stress reduction. But if you exercise, that's also a way for stress reduction as well. Hanging out with your friends, hanging out with your loved ones, doing outdoors activity, less on the phone, right? Less on the phone, more of real people interaction. The old fashioned picking up the phone, talking to your buddy, or just hanging out with your friends as well. I would tell you last week, this past Friday, my husband and I did a Pilates class together, and in the Pilates class, she showed us how to stretch together, where we would hold hands and we would stretch in the same direction, like this together. We would hold hands and we would go the other way and stretch. And I find that to be very, very soothing, very, very, very relaxing, and very connecting with my husband or your partner. So you have a partner, you have a wife. go stretching together. Do stretching together where you can hold hands and do the same stretches together, right? And then you can put your feet together and bring up with your feet connected, stretch your hamstring together, and then open up and stretch your inner thighs together. That's what we did. So that's I find it very bonding, very soothing, very connection. Um, so um, that's what motivated me to start my channel. And I feel that you guys are demasculated. You guys are being lied to. You guys are being told take a medicine for your sexual activity, for your erection. Your erection is the most natural response you can have, right? Your erection is what the most primal need you can have as a human being. All right. And if you have ED, it's really just transient. It's temporary. It's probably dormant. You just got to reawaken it. All right. But you don't know what you don't know, right? So that's why I'm here to 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 yell it out, to have you listen, because everywhere you see and look, you're just not hearing the stuff you need to hear. Like there was a published study that came out 2 years ago that looked at um, uh, exercise. If men exercise 30 minutes 4 times a week, it's as good as taking a Viagra, and it's as good as reversing ED. Yes, right. But did you hear that on Fox News? Did you hear that on CNN? Or did you hear that at the Super Bowl? I know the Super Bowl was yesterday. Did you hear that? No. You don't hear that because they want you to stay sick. They want you to take the pill. Because you take the pill, you're going to stay sick. You're going to stay sick because you take the pill, you're going to start having a heart attack. You're going to start having a vascular problem. You're going to start taking heart medicine, right? And so they want you to stay sick. And so I'm here to kind of shine the light on the path what you need to take. Yes, it takes work, but anything that's worthwhile takes work, right? Isn't your sex life worth it? Right? Right? Not to even mention possibly even prostate cancer as well too. So that's why I started my channel, and that's why I'm very passionate about it. It's not just about men as well; it's also for women as well too, because women's sexual activity is very very underlooked. Women enjoy sex too, guys. Women have one organ that you guys what is the penis analogy for a woman? What is a woman penis? Right? The clitoris. A clitoris is a woman penis. The clitoris is the only organ in a woman body that's purely made for pleasure. It has no other function except for pleasure. That's it. Versus a man, when your penis is for erection, right? But it's also for when you urinate. It's also how you ejaculate as well, right? So it's three functions. For women, the clitoris is pure pleasure, pure pleasure. It's not just a knob that you see visually. It's 4 inches. It looks like a wishbone. It goes in and then it spreads out like 4 inches. Okay, so it's 4 inches long, and it's just right underneath the skin of the labia. There. Okay, so that's why the woman had that special organ that needs to be appreciated and cherished. Okay. C Law says, I'm going to answer quickly. What do you think of caffeine? I think caffeine is good. I wouldn't drink more than 3 cups of coffee a day. Chew is good, but caffeine has been, I think it's good. I think I saw the latest research. Yeah, caffeine is actually good for blood flow. It's actually anti-inflammatory. So maybe 3 cups a day, less than 3 cups a day if you can. I'm a 2 cups a day person. I'm a first thing in the morning, and then around like 2 o'clock. But I drink my coffee black because I don't want the sugar. Because if you're drinking a coffee from Starbucks, you might as well just eat a dessert, right? I mean, those coffee at Starbucks are full of sugar, full. It's all it is. It's almost like a dessert. So if I'm gonna go to Starbucks, I'll just get like an espresso and with a little bit of coconut milk foam in it. That's it. No sugar, no flavor, no nothing. And I drink my coffee black. So that way I don't have the sugar or add any sugar from the milk products or anything like that. So caffeine, I like caffeine. I like caffeine. I think the caffeine is um not too bad. But if you don't drink caffeine, then don't drink caffeine. But if you are drinking caffeine, it's not too bad at all. Okay, so about yeah, less than three a day. Okay. John Jose de la Cruz said, "Can you do a video on how to supplement with natural vitamins or food for the purpose of less side effects?" Are you meaning less side effects of like compared to Viagra? On how to supplement with natural vitamins. I'm actually gonna put that down. You guys comment right now. Comment what you would like. What video would you like me to do? Um, Comment on there. Um, what would you like to do? Okay, what video would you like me to do? What would you like to hear most about? And I would definitely keep that in mind. I'm gonna take this note down. Video on how to supplement with natural vitamins. Okay. Ashwagandha powder. No stranger to danger. Ashwagandha. Jose, thank you for the suggestion. I would definitely do that. No stranger. What do you think about ashwagandha? I like that. I like ashwagandha is good for stress. You should take about 100 milligram twice a day. All right. You shouldn't take more than that. So shouldn't take more than 200 milligrams a day. Ashwagandha is good. I like ashwagandha. I don't know what it means, but is it dopamine? Kahneman, I don't know what you mean by that. Um, all right, bleeping Bobby, have you ejaculated as a woman? I don't like to answer that type of personal question, but women can ejaculate as well. Okay, all right, women can ejaculate. It's a small percentage of women, but they can ejaculate as well. They do have a gland that they can secrete liquid for. Okay, so that I can answer. All right. So John, I put the link to buy the penis pump at ED No More. Um, and then Pumpkin Joe said, delete and stop watching porn as well as self pleasuring, but always relapse with a month or two. Also have no sexual drive mentally. Well, when you watch porn and you masturbate too much, you will actually lose your sexual drive. Porn literally will mess up with your brain on how to get aroused, and how to even stimulate your body for a sexual response. Porn literally will mess up with your brain. Okay, and it doesn't take. It could take up to like 1 to 2 episodes until your brain gets hooked to it because your brain, the more you watch porn, the more your brain releases the dopamine, and then when you're with a woman or you're with a real person, you don't release that same dopamine, and therefore you don't get aroused. That's why porn messes your mind up, because you don't get aroused with a real person. And with porn, well, what's happening in porn is not realistic, right? It's not realistic. The women are paid to act, right? The men are paid to act, right? And the men are probably like that because that's why they're in the movies for porn, and their size are unrealistic. I mean, the average penis size is 5 1/4. These guys are what, a lot more than that, right? 8, whatever. But you don't know what they did to their penis. Some of them actually take Viagra. On top of that, they would do trimix. I mean, they're doing a lot of stuff to make it look larger than it is. That's why they're acting. You know, so it's not real life. And so that's one thing. But then also, when you're watching porn, it messes up what your dopamine release in your brain, and therefore it really mess up the other hormones that gets released in the brain as well too. Okay. Uh, and I also did a video where I interview um, uh, a therapist that work with men with porn as well. So you check out those videos on my channel. Okay, but Pumpkin, thank you for sharing. Pumpkin Pumpkin Joe, Pumpkin Joe 1313. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate your transparency and being real. All right. Guys, let's be real. You all suffer from this. I appreciate you being real. All right. And I know that how you feel. Trust me, I hear it all the time. I hear it all day long. I feel for you. Um, is libido low in commie and post-commie country? I don't think I should answer that. I don't know what that means. Um, and Okay, okay. So Pumpkin Joe said he loved his wife. His testosterone is normal. Then the normal. If you love your wife, then you should stop porn, stop masturbating, and start loving your wife physically as well. Okay, and do couple stretches like I talked about earlier, and go on date night. All right, and use coconut oil to give each other massages. You don't have to buy any type of expensive oil or anything. Do coconut oil and give each other massages. Okay. So sometimes it takes that little bit of thing, Pumpkin Joe, uh, to connect with your wife again. She's dying for you to connect with her again. All right, Valentine's Day is this Friday. You guys ready for Valentine? Valentine's Day is this Friday. If you have a wife, you have a partner, show her some love. Okay? Show her some love, guys. And men and women, show your men some love as well too. It's just not one way; it's two-way, right? Um, but oftentimes, women would want to be know that she just want to know that you care and that you appreciate her. And sometimes just say, "Honey, sit down." I'll just rub your shoulder, rub the back of her neck, right? And then the ears, sometimes massaging the ears is very central as well too, right? The neck for women is very central. You blow kisses, blow air right there in the neck, and the ears are very central as well too. um okay, very good. Yes, we do ship nitrous oxide supplement to Canada. um And so, okay. Waya says it's 8 inches too much. Well, it depends on your partner, I guess. But remember that's probably at the top 1 percentile of penis size. Awaya is from Massachusetts. Okay, all right. Yeah, my in-laws is in Connecticut. Okay. No stranger said we appreciate your support and help. Well, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys being here. Um, um, uh, Wyatt said some like their penis stimulated. I found very few don't. Okay, that's interesting. Um, and hello, doctor. This is from Chill Robinson. We have talked before. My name is Chill. I hope you and your husband are doing well. Well, we are doing well. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Blackie said great information. Thank you, Blackie. Thank you, Blackie Sanchez. Um, okay. All right. Um, All right, collected reader. I will not answer that question. All right, and very good. Blackie asks, electric or manual pump? It's to your preference. Not one or the other is better. It's your preference. Um, uh, Electric, you just press a button and you can control it. Manual, you just do like pump like that. So it's up to you. It's not one or better. And we have both of it on in our store. So check out our store at ED No More. Okay. Um, and so awesome. All right. Here's a question. And spade says venous leakage can be reversed. Yes, it can. Venous leakage is the most common form of ED. So what does venous leakage mean? And by the way, check out one of my video on my channel on venous leakage. Okay. Um, I know I did one on venous leakage. So it's not so much leaking. So that means that like when you have an erection, think of it like you're blowing a balloon and you know how you have like two balloons. There's one balloon within another balloon. Think of your penis like that, where the muscle is that inner balloon, and then the tunica albuginea is that fascia layer. That's the outer balloon. So uh, when you blow a balloon, that's when blood comes into the penis. When you blow a balloon, air comes in, and then the inner balloon, expands, and then it touches upon the outer balloon. So imagine the veins are in between the two balloon layer. All right, the veins are like this, and when you're not erect, the veins are open wide like that. When you're not erect, but when you're erect, or when blood flow into the penis, the veins are collapsed. The veins are collapsed like that between the two layer, because when I say that the balloon, I'm blowing the balloon in, and the balloon's expanding against the second balloon, and then the veins get collapsed. When the veins are collapsed, the blood stays in the penis, and that's how the penis become erect and rigid. Okay, so the number one presentation of ED is that you're able to get an erection, but you can't maintain it, or you get an erection and it's not firm enough. So that's the most common presentation of ED, and it's not so much the veins are leaking; it's just that when the blood when you don't have enough blood flow in there, it's not the veins are not compressed. It's like the veins are partially open, and therefore it's partially open. What happened? The blood flows out of the penis. That's why you can't maintain the erection. So the veins are not totally compressed because you're not getting enough blood flow in. When you're not getting enough blood flow in, the veins come, the blood leaves your penis. So did I explain that all right? So I'm trying to explain it so you can. I'm a visual learner. So if I can explain it to you visually, then you can understand. So it's not much so much the leaking vein. It's just that the veins are not collapsed completely to trap the blood in the penis. Yeah, that's a better way to say that when the veins are collapsed, the blood stays in the penis. When the veins are not collapsed, the blood then goes out. Now, veins bring blood from the organ, from the penis, back to the heart. Arteries bring blood from the heart to the penis or to any organ, or to the liver or to the kidney. The artery bring oxygenated blood from the heart to the organ, and then the vein bring bring out the blood back to the heart. And usually, the blood that is in the veins are less oxygen than the artery. Okay, so that what was the question about venous leak again? Can it be reversed? Yes, it can be reversed, and it's the most easy way to get reversed actually, because what do you do to correct the venous leak? You got to improve the factors that improve blood flow, right? And what improve blood flow? What's the number one thing you can do blood flow? The number one thing you can do to improve blood flow? Penis pump. You can do the penis pump. You have an erection in a few minutes. That's the number one thing to improve blood flow to the penis, because you're bringing in oxygenated blood, right? And then when you have an erection in the cylinder, then the veins will collapse. That's number one, penis pump. Number two, your diet. Why is that? Because if you eat a healthy diet, such as a Mediterranean diet, you're gonna induce less inflammation, and when you induce less inflammation, the blood vessel open up more and bring in more blood in. Right. Number three, nitrous oxide supplement. Right. The nitrous oxide supplement that we have is arugula, and arugula is natural. This is the nitrous oxide supplement that we have here. Right, and it's made from see that, okay, it's made from arugula extract. And why do I use arugula? Because arugula will give you nitrous oxide straight from the capsule. Now, if you're going to take L-arginine or L-citrulline, and that's the most common supplement that people sell, L-arginine, L-citrulline, to increase nitrous oxide, right? Well, yes, those are the component that make nitrous oxide, but nitrous oxide is made only if you have an enzyme in your body that can make nitrous oxide. Yes, it needs L-arginine, L-citrulline, but but the enzyme is what convert L-arginine, L-citrulline into nitric oxide, and the enzyme is called nitrous oxide synthase. But that enzyme, 99% of us doesn't work well. It doesn't work well. I'm deficient in nitrous oxide. It doesn't work well. So you can take all the L-citrulline, L-arginine you want, but if your enzyme cannot make L-citrulline or L-arginine into nitric oxide, then you're just taking a vitamin that does nothing for you. All right. So the enzyme has to work. Most of us, the enzyme doesn't work well because of stress, sleep, exercise, diet. Right? That's why it doesn't work well. And it's also dependent upon your stress level as well. So that's why with this, it's arugula. Arugula already has nitric oxide in there already. All right. So when you take it, when you swallow it, it goes to your stomach, and then your stomach will convert that to nitric oxide. Nitric oxide, which is nitric, it's the active form of the gas, which then open up the blood vessel. So that's why I want to tell you guys now: if you're taking L-arginine, L-citrulline, you're wasting your time, you're wasting your money. All right, because your enzyme, when enzyme's not working, you're not going to make nitric oxide. So that's why I give you straight nitric oxide from arugula. And the reason why I use arugula, because it has low oxalate content. Low oxalate will make you less prone to having kidney stones. Beet is good for nitric oxide, but beet has a little bit more oxalate than arugula. And I mean, you could take beet, but you can eat beet naturally as well. You can get nitric oxide naturally. Let's say you don't take this, you can get nitric oxide from beet, from arugula, from lettuce, from what else? Lettuce, and from broccoli. All right, and yeah, I think I mentioned from broccoli, any crunchy vegetable. All right. Yeah, you can get nitric oxide naturally. Like if you ever eat like a salad with arugula in it, you eat that, you measure your nitric oxide level, it'll be like perfectly normal. And it'll last in your body for about 6 hours. But this will last in your this is like eating all the vegetables. You just have it in your body. So I take 2 of this a day every day myself. And so taking L-citrulline, L-arginine is really not going to be effective as well. Okay. So, yes, a woman can swallow and it'll be fine because the gastric juice will kill all the seminal fluid anyway. So it will be fine. Um, is it safe to use a penis pump or elongation structure if a man has BPH? Is it safe to penis pump? Yes, it is safe to use the penis pump and the traction device on your penis if you have BPH. BPH stands for benign prostatic hypertrophy. Yes, because none of that really affect the prostate at all. Okay, so it will not affect your prostate. But if you have BPH, there are things that you can do naturally, right? BPH means that your prostate is enlarged, right? Now, prostate more enlarged as you get older, and as you get older, you become more have more inflammation. Inflammation just means that your body is just out of balance. So you can actually like take like for to shrink your prostate. The two things you can do to shrink your prostate, right? Again, eat a Mediterranean diet because that's anti-inflammatory. Number two, prostate massage, external. The prostate is right below your scrotum and between your anus. So you can do prostate massage external. You can get a massager, a prostate massager, do external prostate massage, and then you can also do an internal prostate massage, where it looks like, let me see if I can have one here, an internal prostate massage that you can put into your rectum, and it massages the prostate internally. That's how doctors do prostate exam, right? They put the finger in your rectum and feel the prostate. The prostate's not that deep. See, my finger is not that deep, maybe 3 inches, and I can feel the prostate, the whole entire prostate, in my finger like this. All right, so it's not that deep. Not that deep. I can just do an exam, and I feel it's probably about the prostate, probably about 2.5 inches from the entrance, and the normal prostate should be a walnut size, normal prostate. All right, and most oftentimes the prostate gets enlarged as much as like uh, um, an apple, a peach size like this. All right, so the prostate, it wrap around the penis, not the penis, it wrap around the urethra. The urethra goes through the prostate, and then it wraps around it. So that's why when the prostate is enlarged, because it wraps around the urethra is where you would go urinate. That's why it make your urine stream less strong, and that's why it also put pressure against the bladder. That's why you don't urinate everything that's in your bladder. I said you urinate, and then an hour later you got to urinate again, and that's why you dribble because the opening of the urethra is being like clamped down from the prostate. So when you urinate, you dribble, and then also you go a lot at nighttime because you're not completely emptying the bladder before you go to bed. Okay, I got a trick for you guys. All right, so to last longer when you're having intercourse, is urinate right before you have intercourse. If you urinate, empty everything in your bladder, you'll be able to last longer. That's a trick. Try that next time. Okay. That way, because the bladder distension is not going to affect the the orgasm intensity. Okay. So it's a trick right there. So BPH, you can do that. And in fact, when you do the internal prostate massage and external prostate massage, and change your diet, you will actually see the prostate feel. Well, you won't feel it, but you will see your frequency of urination at night improve a lot. Okay, so that's the first thing. I have patient that does this, and he said within 2 weeks of doing it daily, he notices an improvement in his urine stream right away. Okay. Um, so literally within just a couple of weeks, imagine going from 4 times a day um, urinating to only twice a day. How good is that, huh? Okay, very good. Oh, Stockton says, "Love you, doctor." Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate. Okay. Um, okay. What? What? What I need to get an appointment to your office in Virginia. Just right now, just call the office 540-374-3164. We're located in Virginia. All right. And they will tell you what you need to do. Do you think that collected reader says, do you think that penis ring are helpful or harmful? I think penis ring are helpful if you use it in the right way. If you use the penis ring, well, why? First of all, why do you use the penis ring? The penis ring keep the blood in the penis. Remember what I said, that the veins have to be collapsed in order for the blood to stay in the penis, right? Well, the penis ring, like you see here, the penis ring goes on the penis and like tighten around the base of the penis. You gotta put the ring on the base of the penis, guys. Tighten a ring around the base of the penis to kind of like keep the veins collapsed so it doesn't go back to the heart. The vein bring the blood back to the heart. So the penis ring prevent the veins from draining, so the blood stays in your penis. That's what the penis ring does. But if you put it, shouldn't wear a penis ring more than 30 minutes. Because you wear it too long, because it will have less oxygen and you're gonna hurt your penis. All right. So you don't want to wear it too long, but it is helpful to help you have an erection that you can coordinate wearing the penis ring. Like when you can pump, you can use the pump it up, and then put the ring on your base of your penis, and then you're ready to have intercourse. Or you can put the ring on, let it stay in there for 10 minutes, and then take the ring off and do it again. But I wouldn't wear it more than 30 minutes at one time. Okay. Um, but I think it's helpful if you feel that your erection's not as firm as it used to be. It does help keep the blood in the penis. But you want to, if you take it with nitric oxide, like the one I have here for arugula, if you take it with the nitrous oxide, with the libido plus, our libido plus supplement that's in our store, ED No More, has horny goatweed, has ashwagandha, has maca in it that help kind of increase your own body testosterone um, level. That will help with that as well too. So you really want to time it appropriately. So I do like penis rings, just don't wear it too long, guys. Don't get over, don't get carry over with that. So uh, I'm coming down on my last 3 minutes here. I so much appreciate you guys showing up. My goodness, I need to go live more often, huh? I was planning on going live because of things. I'm not Thanksgiving, Valentine, because of Valentine's Day coming up. You guys have any plans on Valentine? All right. If you have a partner or wife, take her. You gotta do something. You don't have to take her out to something expensive. Just like I said, just massage her neck, write her a love note. All right. One of my patients today that I saw in the office, he said, "I love my wife more than you know." And I told his wife that, and she said, "I love him a lot more. I love him a lot more than he knows." Also, I thought that was very sweet as well, too. So I may have to go live more often. Maybe I'll go live tomorrow. We have bad weather here tomorrow here. Okay. So I answer about the ring. And then I'm gonna pick one more question. I'm gonna answer that, and then um, I am done for the day. All right. Okay. All right. Well, while my office is in Virginia, okay, I'm gonna answer this question. Why do ED drugs like Viagra cause increased heart rate, making patients feel horrible? Well, because the medication affect your whole body, not just the penis. Okay, so what it does is that it goes into what a receptor, and but it goes everywhere because it improve blood flow to the penis to help with the erection. It also make your heart race too. It also can cause blue vision in your eyes, headache, dizziness, stuffy nose, low back pain, right? And so those are just the side effects of it, but that's how they work, right? Viagra tend to have more vision changes, like blue vision. Tadalafil or Cialis tend to have more muscle aches, shoulder pain, or back pain, or thigh pain, as well. So the best thing is not to take the medication at all, right? Do the penis pump, do nitrous oxide, do libido plus, improve your diet. All that goes a long way, guys. And I have heard of people dying or having a heart attack and die during while taking Viagra and during sexual activity. Okay, so that they're all death that are related to taking ED meds, so it shouldn't be taken lightly. It also can cause permanent eye loss and also permanent hearing loss as well too. So it does have some very damaging side effects that you shouldn't ignore. Um, uh, um, you shouldn't ignore as well. Um, Too. Okay. So arugula. That's how you spell arugula. Very good. So guys, everyone is here. I'm grateful that you're here on live with me for the past hour and a half. And so we will see you next time. Maybe I will go live again tomorrow as well. Because I know Super Bowl is over, Monday Night Football is over, right? So and then Valentine's Day is coming up. So I'm gonna see if I'm gonna go live with you tomorrow, same time, and Wednesday. And then Thursday, I'm have a commitment as well as, and then Friday, I'm going to Valentine dinner with friends and my husband. So Valentine week, right? And show love to the people you love, and also love yourself. And you deserve it. And remember, you have ED. It means that your penis is just dormant. It needs to be reawakened. All right. So I'll see you next time. And subscribe to my channel, Trunk Rehabilitation Center, if you haven't already. And check out those videos. I give you everything you need to do. Also, if you need more guidance and uh, ask me more questions, we have the Modern Man Club. It's a safe and discreet space where I will coach you get out of ED to sexual confidence again. So you can check that out at noedman.com. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you next time. Sexual activity. Okay. So that they're all that are related to taking ED meds, so it shouldn't be taken lightly. It also can cause permanent eye loss and also permanent hearing loss